All right. Next energy. Wait a minute. Okay, so I actually have an energy on this one. Okay. All right. Usually it doesn't come in like usually I can kind of tap into it prior to, but maybe it was all the mini M&Ms or something. Okay, so the energy that I'm stepping into. Ooh, okay. This is all right, so this is almost borderline on fear. This is high levels of anxiety. This is suspicion, border like borderline paranoia, suspicion, fear, anxiety. And it's all like compacted. Okay, do we need this then? No, I guess not. Okay, so wow, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? That was really interesting because that was very delayed from what I usually experience. But like I said, I was kind of like enjoying my mini items. So imposter syndrome. Wow. Okay. And then at the bottom we have dissociation. All right. Okay. So like kind of regroup and get a little like the last two readings were really lighthearted. This one is a much denser energy. Okay. All right. Goddess for the highest and best good of all. Tell me what's going on here. How can I be of service? Have a listen, Jen. Okay, Five of Swords. Five of Swords. First card out. There's a great deal of conflict. Nine of Pentacles. There's a threat actually here of threatening your independence. No freedom. Threat against freedom. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor. All right, I'm just going to throw that out there because it came, because it was given to me. All right, so we know the Nine of Pentacles to be the pre-Empress energy. We have a Queen of Pentacles represented here, and then we have to the Emperor. I think that there is a threat here. Okay, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so, all right, so we're just going to kind of piece this together. Preliminary, so you can judge in the first 5 minutes whether this reading is for you or for somebody that you know. Okay, so somebody here is in a high, very high level of anxiety, extremely suspicious, paranoid. There's borderline fear here. Okay, so we have the card to kind of like clarify or to clarify in some way with imposter syndrome. Right? Okay. There is um there is conflict that is in this case it is threatening in nature and it is threatening specifically freedom. We have pre-empress energy, but we have a Queen of Pentacles that's actually separating pre-empress energy with the emperor himself. And then we have the entire kingdom here with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is like a loss of legacy, a um loss of status, like financial ruin. I am getting stuck here on this Queen of Pentacles. I almost feel like there is, wow, this is a like, okay, I'm getting a lot of information, so I'm just gonna start like kind of rattling it off. Okay. All right. So I'm getting like this wicked stepmother type of feel. I feel like this is coming from what would have been or should have been um this nine of this nine of pentacles energy is rightful position as the empress and was replaced by the imposter. This sounds so silly. Replaced by the imposter, like this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is not it's not the right one. It's like a fake. It's there's something like deceptive or as it relates to finances, as it relates to the status of like the empire, the status of the kingdom. It's like a gold digger. It's what it kind of feels like. Opportunistic, 3D opportunistic, quick. It was a fast. It was like a fast marriage, fast relationship, fast. It went really quick. Quick to move in, quick to fall in love, quick to establish that seat. It's interesting. Okay, winning. Okay, so if we were to look at the Five of Swords as like winning at all costs, even if it's something like manipulative, I don't know. There's something. There's like, did I say evil stepmother? Like, you know that story where okay. All right, so we have the devil and the nine of wands coming out. Okay. Devil and the nine of wands. I think that this is a family dynamic. I feel like this is a family dynamic where there's somebody in the family that's not actually blood related, or there's like somebody that is there that's not supposed to be there. And it feels like with this nine of wands, right? This nine of wands isn't giving me like so much of like the wounded warrior type of feel, more like your fortress walls are weakened. Okay. All right. So can you tell me a little bit more about like this devil energy? What is the devil doing here? What is the devil doing this? Okay. Okay. What is the devil doing here? Why is the devil here? The Knight of Wands, the Four of Coins, the Chariot. Wait, I don't understand. The Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm hearing Mother Mary. Mother Mary. What is everybody looking at? What are you all looking at? Okay, so like there's something about the positioning of these that are like that's significant, which is cool as shit because I don't ever really like get um that type of focus. Okay, so we have like a Five of Swords, right? Standard position, smiling though, right? So like, and then this Nine of Pentacles, standard position, but I swear it looks like death. Um, Queen of Pentacles, looking at a bunny rabbit, which, I love bunnies. So, but whatever, very unassuming. The only unassuming one here, the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor in a throne, thrones typically face forward, is looking over at his empire crumbling. Okay, and then we have the Devil and the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is actually facing forward, and he's not injured. And then you have all of these characters here, which are not in typical locations at all, except maybe the except maybe the Queen of Cups, but she is actually has like this extremely like perplexed um like look on her face, right? Okay, but it's like everybody is staring over this way to your Knight of Wands, which I said was not did not give the typical energy of a wounded warrior, and he's not wounded. It gave me more of like fortress walls feeling. Fortress walls, like firewalls, like oh, oh, okay. All right. So, oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right. So this message is for somebody, I guess it's for verification or whatever. So like you straight up have like okay, this is like a well-to-do like a family. You have a lot of money. This is a family dynamic. There's somebody new in your family. I think it's like a matriarchal type of like energy. It is the it's a multiple spouse. Like it's not the first. marriage to the patriarch in the family, right? The emperor, whoever your main male that runs the empire as known as your home life, okay? Married a woman who's not who they appear to be. That woman has somebody with her in her energy field, right? That oh, like I'm hearing security. Wow, you guys are really big. This is like really like who has security? Who has personal security? I don't. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a bodyguard. Maybe it's like an Uber driver. Who knows? Um, that person is not. That person is not security. That person is very much pretending to be security. This is giving me very like, am I like in some way legally responsible for any of this? Okay, yeah, no, not a chance. Not, not a chance. No. Okay, no. I'm a trauma nurse. I'm not like no. Okay, so all right, so there is a person who is supposed to be or is like being represented in this woman's energy, right? It's like, oh, I'm kind of getting like a nephew, like a nephew, like yeah, like a nephew vibe, like have it. Okay, like uh, I mean, it might be like an adult son. It feels more like she like calls him nephew, but it might be like an adult son, or it might be an adult son, and she says it's nephew. Anyway, um, younger brother. Okay, too many players, too much information, too many players. Um, that person is not doing what they're actually like they say that they do. I feel like this is electronic embezzlement. It might not be physical security. It might be like IT security, because I got like firewall. And I don't think this entire line of cards had anything to do with the story, actually. Like, I think it was directional. Okay, it was directional. That's cool. I mean, that's terrible for whoever this is for, but I mean, that's really cool. Like, I've never had anything like that before. That's neat. I appreciate that. I acknowledge that, and I am truly grateful. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So is like, what else do we need to, what else do we need? Who's this message for? Like, who is this, who is getting this information? Is it this, okay, so it threatens their freedom. Oh, we're just kind of getting dramatic there. All right. The Emperor and the Ace of Cups. The Emperor? The Emperor's getting this information? So what I was going to say right when this was coming out was like, who's getting this information? Is this that the Nine of Pentacles energy that was supposed to be that pre-Empress energy, the one that feels that her freedom is being threatened, the one whose energy maybe I'm picking up on is suspicious and that underlying fear and the paranoia, the Emperor to the Ace of Cups. So like the Emperor's actual love. How did this false Queen of Pentacles get in the on the throne anyways? How did that happen? I mean, besides like being an imposter, how did that happen? How did that happen? With the moon and the two of swords? Oh, with the knight of coins, the moon and the two of swords. What else? And the six of swords. Okay, so I think that the person who is this is being represented by the Queen of Pentacles here. I mean, like I feel like they got into that position like really fast. It was like it wasn't like an extended period of time that like this emperor was in this type of relationship with this person. But I feel like she has known him longer than he has been aware of her. And then I'm kind of getting like there's like an association in the hermit and the nine of coins. Oh, okay. That's how. That's how. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait. So, wait. Okay. And then we're going to stop here because this is way outside of my comfort zone here. Okay. So the way that they know each other, right, is actually these two energies right here, this Nine of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles are actually familiar with one another with this Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Coins in this deck showing up over here with the Hermit. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Like maybe like in some like professional setting. It seems like uh like therapy or like group therapy or the office or like somewhere that you kind of like you knew of each other, you knew, but you're sharing your stories out loud. I don't know, maybe like I don't know, like AA or like I don't know, something like that, some sort of like um hmm. And you have that pre-empress energy, right? And then this woman's like taking notes, like taking. I also got yoga. Just kind of funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's like yoga. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do the fun part real quick, and then we're gonna disconnect from this energy because it seems like really serious. Um, so like picture this. So you have like this group of individuals don't know each other at all, right? And you have one that is genuine, and then you have one that is definitely opportunistic, absolutely opportunistic. And while they're in this group dynamic, there are very intimate parts of the self shared, right? Um, so that's why it makes me think of like some sort of like support program or support group, some sort of, or like even a little more intimate than that. But I think that that would be, um, so I think that this Nine of Pentacles energy was not aware that as she was divulging what she knew or knows, she might be the one that is related in some way to the empire itself, as in, you're like, you work as like a secretary or some, it doesn't matter where, you like work in the business. Okay, this might be as, this might not be as big as I think that it is. Okay, I'm being told to like scale it down because in my mind I have this thing built up like millionaire type of thing. Okay, so let's scale it down. Okay. So you have a pretty successful man that owns his own business, right? And he's got, let's say, less than 50 employees, right? But it's still a pretty successful big place. And then you have the secretary, office assistant, whatever. Okay. But is pretty like familiar with this bachelor business owner. I probably should have led with this instead of the big stuff. Bachelor business owner. But this particular office secretary, office whatever, this very unassuming Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Also goes to like a support group, a treatment program group, a some sort of in the service of others or in the service of self, where you get into a room full of people and you like talk about things, okay? Whatever those things are. Well, she is there talking about this emperor, this business owner, um, you know, because she's in love with him, right? There's another woman there, very opportunistic there for whatever reasons, catches wind of this particular really successful, eligible, likely like very lonely, I get, right? And she sees her opportunity to advance on this particular thing. She is does not befriend that Nine of Pentacles energy. She doesn't need to because the Nine of Pentacles energy is there doing what she's supposed to do, which would be like sharing her story. So this Queen of Pentacles gets all the information that she needs in order to maximize her chance at like securing that position, which is fraudulent, right? Fraudulent on the level of she's not Empress energy. It was that Nine of Pentacles, or at least that's the energy that's being projected here, like towards me. So I feel that it is coming from the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is correct. It's coming from that energy. And like, and I know that because like when I asked like who's receiving this information, and I got the Emperor and um the Ace of Cups. So it's basically like the one that's supposed to be receiving the love from the Emperor, which would be the Empress, which would be the um the pre-Empress energy of the Nine of Pentacles. So with the with the Knight of Coins and the Moon, like over time, right? At this support group, at this group therapy meeting, at this whatever this thing was, like this this person here was like gathering intel, right? As the Nine of Coins was essentially healing with the Hermit, like going through dark places, which was why it makes me feel like it was some sort of like therapy or um someplace where you qualify, like yeah, yeah, essentially where you like remove any blocks um and move towards happy, healthy, and free, like healing. Like that's where all this information was coming from. Ooh, okay. All right. So the problem here as I see it, like, okay, um, depending on how much of this resonates with this Nine of Pentacles energy, um, I don't know how this information is like, I mean, unless of course now with the identification of the nephew, the son, the younger brother, or the whatever, or the firewall, like other than that, I don't know how this information is going to get back to him in a productive way. Okay, so is there anything else that I need to do as far as this message, or can I disconnect now? Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else that I could do that wouldn't uh invalidate the reading any further. I think, okay, and you know what? I trust the universe. I trust that all the information that you need in order to present this information in whatever ways in the highest and best good of all involved. Like, I trust that. I'm good with that. Holy shit. Okay. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. So is your emperor, your the nephew, and the queen, and all the people that are there in this narrative with you. I don't mean to make light of it. I mean I do mean to make light of it, but like this is some serious energy. I know it's not like multi-million dollar like serious, but um which is funny because that's the way I made it in my head. It was like immediate. It was like castle and royalty. And when I think of the emperor, that's what I think of, like all around. But okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your energy and your story on YouTube with me specifically. I trust that you got whatever validation or confirmation of information that you already knew, right? I trust that was able to help you in the moment. Okay, so until next time, I hope there isn't a next time for that particular story, but until next time, thank you so much. And have a great rest of your day.